Toya,
Yes.
we are here, and I am delighted to have you on this Black Barbers Doc podcast.
Thank you.
How does it feel to be here in my living room?
It feels nice.
Let me get my
The
cologne.
light feels good on me. You know, I think it might accent all the, this side of me. I hope.
What's your good side?
Both.
Okay, great. Got you. So on this beautiful Valentine's Day episode, we got Toya Cuts. She is just a overall good person. I can feel energy, and she's just amazing. So what I'm gonna start it off with is some Sauvage cologne. I'm gonna set the tone for this interview.
He's trying to set the tone for me, y'all.
Set the vibes.
He done put on a red shirt for me.
I did.
He told me to put on some red or some pink so we can be matching. I'm like, is we on a date or is we doing an interview?
Well, it's an intimate interview, so
It's
here we
okay.
are.
I have that effect on.
I know.
men. It's
Here
okay.
we are.
Let me smell it.
So if a man walk into your shop with that on,
I like Sauvage, though. I do like Sauvage.
Of course you
but
do.
more than anything,
okay.
it's important that it go with your pheromones. And that
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Cause women be knowing.
it works.
It works.
Yeah, it works for you. I don't like when men have like that musk, like that hard, like it'd be like,
It's
like you with your grandfather or something.
yeah.
I don't like that
I
smell.
like something that is very kind of like soft. That is when I walk by and you.
You know what? I smell something in that. It's like a Palo Santo or something. I think it's how I'm saying it right. Something. I don't know. It smells good.
Maybe
though.
it's love.
Maybe it's love. It's in the air.
Right. So now we got the cologne together and all that other stuff, and we set the tone for this episode. So who is Toya? Who is Toya Cuts? Talk about it.
I was about to say, wait a minute, you gotta put the cuts at the end now.
Oh, I got it.
It can't just be Toya. Now that's what my family called me. Everybody else, they gotta address me by my full name, Toya Cuts.
At Toia.
Cuts.
Okay, she's gonna finish it off. She's a lady, y'all.
Yeah.
She's a woman. Okay, let's go. So who is Toya Cuts?
Toya Cuts wear many hats. I'm a mom. I'm a sister. I'm a friend. I'm a niece. I'm a daughter. I am a business owner. I am a lot of things. I'm an influencer. All this stuff. So that's who Toya Cuts would be to the world. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But like inside of me, I'm a spiritual being that's always growing and evolving and living and moving throughout the earth, making it my playground. And that's who I am to me.
Like I told someone previously that I interviewed, I can just feel vibes. I can feel vibes and energy and frequencies and stuff, and I think that's what it is. So tell me a little bit about how do you set the tone in your barbershop? You're a barbershop owner, so how do you set the tone in your barbershop? What does that look like? What's your barbershop? Like, how do you set the tone?
I mean, basically, it's just what you said. I'm very good with feeling vibes from people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an empath naturally. A Pisces thing in me, I don't know. But you know how they say, like, Pisces are emotional? Well, as you mature and you grow into what that means, that can also mean being in tune with who you are and who other people are. So when I look at my clients, I can kind of tell if they want to talk, if they want to be quiet, if they want to just like woo-saw, I can feel it. And so that's how I set the energy based off of what music I'm going to play, what I'm going to turn on. And then also I like to set my tone at home with my energy, whether I'm manifesting things, meditating things, different things that's going on, I bring it into the shop. And sometimes I give them a different taste in things. So like right now, I'm not going to tell you guys what I'm manifesting right now. Maybe
say it. Let's talk about it.
For some reason, people keep telling me to play the lottery. It's the weirdest thing.
If
I don't know why, but
we-
everyone keeps telling me, and I was driving today, and I was just thinking about it, and I was just like, oh, man, it'd be nice just to kind of live, without work. Like, I would love to just keep doing what I'm doing for fun, but to do it just without any type of financial strain on you is amazing, right?
Yeah.
So for me, I'm like, man, what that look like? And when I got to the shop, I was like trying to find something to watch, and it was a whole thing about people who won the lottery. And I was like, ooh, okay, let me go ahead and get my
Play them numbers.
And they was telling us like on the show how people would have dreams, and that's how they would. But I'm not gonna let nobody know when I win.
I want to know.
No, I'm not gonna let nobody know. I ain't gonna even tell you what my secret is on how I'm gonna put it out there.
We can talk about it offline. I'll try to find a way. It's a Valentine's Day episode, so I'm gonna find a way to get it out.
You ain't gonna get it.
Okay, you're right.
Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it.
So let me ask you this. So it's a question that I've been wanting to ask you. So you have majority male clients, right? Mm-hmm. And
I only service men. I'm a men's groomer. I do not service women at all.
Okay, so how do you get hit on by some of these guys and stuff? Like, let's dive into it. Like, how do you manage that?
If they smart, they don't.
Oh.
So, for me, how can I say this? With knowing how to read people, I can also make you feel a way on purpose, intentionally. Okay. Because that's what I do. So I can make you feel this way hot, and then I can make you feel all the way cold. Mm-hmm. So if you smart, you won't play with that fire. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, it's like, this is how I make my living. This is how I feed my child.
Right.
Don't come in here playing. Right?
Gotcha.
So I make them feel really good, and it is what it is.
Man, so I wish my beard was longer so that you could kind of do some of that stuff that you do to some of those guys.
It don't have to be long for me to do that. You have a beard.
I'm coming in. I'm coming in.
Listen, your beard has to be cleansed no matter what length. And
walk us through it.
So I cleanse the beard. I condition your beard. Of course, I'm going to massage it, especially when you're trying to get your hair to grow. You want to massage. That's going to help with blood circulation, which is going to promote hair growth. So whenever, like, if you want to do it for your hair, on your head, or whether it's on your face, it's the same thing, right? It's hair. So the reason why I do that, a lot of people are so perverted these days. They don't understand nurturing from actual reality of, just love and sex. I don't know if I can say the word.
You can say it. You good.
But they don't understand, like, that you can be nurturing and it's not always intimate and sexual. So with me, I'm always trying to find a way to, like, display that, but at the same time I play on it too. But anyway,
Toya, see, I knew
it too because I have to.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, no, it makes sense though, because this is the thing. I know how men are thinking, so I know that they're already probably thinking like, it's a woman, she's rubbing on me, whatever their fantasy is in their mind. I'm creating it, right? And they might not want to do nothing bad, but it's still that thin line. You know what I mean?
Right.
So for me, like, I make sure that I'm cleansing their beard, conditioning their beard, and really going into depth with what their problems are. Right? And sometimes problems that they're having with their beard and their face, because I do facials and stuff too.
Okay.
It comes from within. So when they're having issues going on inside, I do a lot of counseling in my shop.
Let's talk about it. So you a counselor, you a therapist, you a beard massager, a facial person,
I create therapy through mental health and and that's like everything I'm doing is mental health, right? So when I'm talking to you, I have to keep that tone, right? So that you're understanding why you're here. Like, although I drew you in with a alluring way of editing content, at the same time, you came because you needed this therapy. Especially black men. Like,
let's speak on it.
My goal was to change the black community by starting with the man. And that way, when he come into my shop, he's feeling amazing.
Yeah.
If he feels amazing because he looks amazing, when he goes home, he can be amazing. He's not irritated. He's not frustrated. He can give his lady the love and the care that she wants. You know what I mean? Like, so that's how I viewed it. And I was like, okay, I'm going to save black families one man at a time.
but that's what we need.
Yeah.
We need more of that. So you don't know this, but I'm gonna tell you. I get my hair cut every single week.
Okay.
It is a necessity to me, and I can't tell you how amazing that feels. But you just unlocked something that basically I didn't even know that you wanted to. So you're a community healer.
I mean, if that's how you wanna. I mean, if that's what you wanna call me, I mean, you said it.
but you feel it too, though.
Yeah, no, real talk. Like, I really do love my black men. One, I have a black son, so my heart is with you guys more than anything. And although I'm a woman, we have our own plots and our issues. I really believe that sometimes it's an attack on you guys in the society that we live in, the things that we're watching on Instagram and YouTube and different things, and it's hard for you guys to connect with us right now. And I don't know what's going on in the world, but I would like to stop it as much as possible to me. So I've gotten a lot of people married when like a lot of women, they have no idea that I'm the one pushing their man, telling them to marry her.
That was one of my questions. So now, since we're gonna segue into that, what are these men talking to you about that you're grooming? Like when they come in, because clearly when they go in, they're coming out better than what they feel. So what are the men telling you?
Well, I'll give some examples, but it is a safe space.
Absolutely.
So I can't really go too deep.
Generalize. I mean, you don't want to.
But I will say that, sometimes men want to know how we think. And they do come to me with those thought process. And they want to understand what's going on. Like me, when I started this, I had no clue about men. Like, I thought I knew men, but I realized how much I didn't know through this journey. And it took me moving all the way to Arizona and just being out there by myself and watching Kevin Samuels. I know a lot of women probably don't like some of the things he has to say because of how he said it, but I'm like, listen, it's not about the delivery, it's about the message, right?
Yeah, true.
And so I learned a lot. Him and her name is, I think, Dorsey. I love Dorsey, something like that. She's very what someone would coin masculine, but I just say she just real because I'm from the hood. So where I come from, I need that that straight shot,
Yeah.
And I gravitated to that knowledge. And so when I came back into Atlanta and opened up this space that I'm in right now, I learned men in a different way. I was able to connect and communicate, and I'm constantly still learning. But I feel like you guys are searching for that too. So I get a lot of questions about dealing with things at home with their spouses, as far as understanding them. And I'm always on the side of love. So I would never tell someone to leave someone. I would congratulate if that's something that you decided to do because that was what you felt you needed to do. But at the same time, I'm not going to ever tell you need to leave your wife. I think that's very out of line and inappropriate. And at the end of the day, how do we connect and not build that community if I'm telling you to leave? Like, that doesn't make sense.
Right.
So I'm always going to say, try to work things out as much as possible. And for the guys who are teeter-tottering, oh, this is my girlfriend. I'm like, how long is she going to be your girlfriend? You like her, right? What you going to do?
Right.
Dre told you the good ones go. Which one? When you gonna figure it out? Because it's a whole bunch of guys wishing they had their chance with me. Now it's too late. You'll never get that time back. And so I try to explain that to them. I try to explain that to them so that they'll understand. Like, don't play with it. Because I would hate for you to be them looking at me. Like, it's a hard pill to swallow.
Wow. Well, your energy is always I'm pretty sure everybody can feel it through the camera as well. Wow. Like, you said a mouthful. I'm trying to get it together. But one of the main things is, have you ever had any of the women call you and say you're giving my man a haircut, or any men kind of sneak to get your services? Any women get jealous?
Whew.
Have you dealt with any of that?
I've dealt with all of that.
I knew it.
I've dealt with all of it. I have women who book their appointments for their men, and they're very confident within themselves, and they want their man to be groomed.
Right.
They want him. I just feel like let me set the record straight just in case somebody needs to know. Women, you got to be secure. There should never be a woman that walk in a room and shake your energy up, baby. You got to set your standard of who you are. I don't care if a woman's more fit than me. She got bigger hips than me. I don't care about none of that stuff. I don't care if every dude in the room is gawking over her. I'm me.
Yeah.
I'm me. And there'll never be another one. And if you don't take on that energy, you're going to lose your man. Not to me or anybody else, but nobody can stop him from loving you but you. So just in case you didn't know that, now you do. But yeah, women that are secure in themselves, they're sending their man, they're treating him well, and they know he gonna come home happy. And then they getting brownie points. They might get that Birkin they've been looking for, whatever they've been trying to get. Yeah, and they understand that. Now I'm gonna tell you right now.
Go ahead.
Nobody comes more than Sagittarius men. When I tell you, I don't know what they do to them women, but in December, baby, I be booming.
Right.
Their women book their appointments.
Okay.
So guys, I don't know what sign you are, but you better start calling up your Sagittarius friends and figuring out what they be doing to their women to make them get catered to. Like, I'm talking about a lady flew all the way here, surprised her man, flew all the way here from Detroit, and surprised him with this because he saw me and wanted it, and yeah. And then it was just for he didn't even know she rented a room for him and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. But it's just for the like a day trip, and then they go back in the morning. So it's like all this, like I help with that. Then you got the other side, baby, where, you know, women are not secure, men are sneaking in to get services, which is the stupidest thing ever.
Wow.
Like, I'm like, what do y'all think this is? It's a haircut.
But I think it's because.
What do y'all think we in here doing?
But
I don't shake my booty on clients. I'm not doing lap dances.
But here's the thing, though.
The city would have known about it by now. Everybody, I would be a millionaire. Right. What are we doing?
You want me to tell you what I see?
What you see?
What you see? See, now it's the Valentine's Day, man. So I don't know. I think it's that. It's the ambiance of it's the energy you give off. Mm-hmm. It's because the same energy I felt on Instagram is the same energy I feel here. It's just more confirmed now that we're talking.
Yeah.
So it's how beautiful you are.
Oh.
Men see that. So we're face value first because that's all we can see.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Visual.
So, right. So it's that. Then it's also, you're creating an ambiance for us. Mm-hmm. That's that safe space that we want, that we need. Just like you say, you're a community healer. Well, I said you are, but you're a community healer, so we need that place. So, when you cut some of your clients' hair, they close their eyes, right?
Be knocked out, baby. I thought about putting a sign up that says Snoozeville. Like, real talk. I'm talking about snoring. I'm talking about all of that.
But look though, the reason why how often do you see men go to sleep in a barber chair?
They don't. And when I worked at a like regular barbershop, this is why I went solo the way that I am, and why I continue to be this way. It's because they was like, I don't trust no other man just sitting around next to me.
See what I'm saying?
I don't want to close my eyes with 10 different dudes walking in here.
Yeah.
I don't even want to like get too relaxed like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and then they got tired of the guy bumping their shoulder with they jump.
Yeah.
So, you know, stuff like that. I can see why they don't want to like fall asleep.
Absolutely.
You know, but at the same time, I am massaging you to no end. And yeah, you're tired. You're relaxed like you would do at a massage place. Like, you know?
Right.
So yeah.
So you'll always stay booked if you continue your services the way and adding more on top of it, and you know it.
Yeah.
But you're using it for good and not for bad. You could do it some other kind of way, but your heart is.
You know what I say?
What?
I say, as a woman, I use my powers for good.
Yeah.
Because we all have powers, right?
Right.
We all are amazing women, naturally.
Yeah.
Y'all came from us.
Right.
We create the world.
Mm-hmm.
We're creators. So instead of saying, oh, I'm about to get this dude to buy me this and and I've had girls really, like, I couldn't be their friend anymore because they were like, you're not using your beauty to your potential. And I'm just like, you're stupid. You're stupid because guess what? You get a couple dollars out of him, he's gone. I get lifetimes with people and they will give me more than a couple dollars.
True.
They're gonna give me a lot more, and not just in service. When I need help with something, I got a plethora of people to call. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a difference. And it's not because I just want to. It's hard for me to call people, by the way, but it's nice to have a community. So that's why I'm like, you're stupid. If you're looking at him for just his coins, you're dumber than. You probably shouldn't even put it on social media. Like,
absolutely not.
Like, stop. I wish girls would stop. Oh, he gotta have this thing. I have dated some rich men. I have done all of that. Famous, all type of stuff. Does not matter. Do he care about you? Is he gonna be there when you need him?
That's what matters the most.
You know what I'm saying? Like, water your grass in front of you. So anyway,
do you find you good?
Subject,
No, it's not. No, we just it's a conversation with Toya Cuts. So let me ask you this question: in regards to Valentine's Day, do you think Valentine's Day is for just women? Do you think it's for the couple, or who do you think Valentine's Day is for? Who should get catered to the most, or is there someone that shouldn't be catered to the most?
I think that's a good question, but I think naturally it's for women, right? Naturally,
why should it be for y'all though?
Listen, hold on.
I'm sorry.
Now.
I'm sorry.
You asked me the question.
I'm sorry.
I thought so. I'm just saying.
Let me spray some of this cologne.
You can't fool me. You can't disguise me with your cologne. You asked me the question. I'm trying to give you a good, good response. I'm so the reason why I said that is because I just wrote an email to my clients about that. Yeah. I'm like, Valentine's Day is about her. You know what I mean? But come here and let me take care of you. Like, you know what I mean? Because that's how I talk to my clients.
It's fine. No.
That's why I say I teeter-totter.
It's personal.
But at the same time, I'm not saying nothing wrong. It's just the tone, right?
Yeah,
Whatever.
Yeah.
I know I'm playing with fire, but
no, it's.
But anywho, I told him, come here, let me take care of you. Like, because the truth behind it is she want to be happy about her man. Who want to be walking with an Ugg mug? Like, this my dude. Lips crusty, face dry, hair nappy. Like, I mean, it's cool if you nappy and you happy. That's cool, but line it up.
Beard not moisturized.
Beard not moisturized. No woman wants to sit next to a guy that's unkept. You know how much it costs to be a woman? These braids was just $300, and that was a good price. Right. Okay, you get what I'm saying? If I went a little longer, like we, us ladies like it, it'd be even more. Like that's just the braid.
Absolutely.
Then I gotta keep switching that thing out. Like you know what I mean? Like Jesus, and the clothes and the you telling me I gotta wear pink and red and stuff for Valentine's Day. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? It's stress.
Yeah, absolutely. I get it. So let's.
I didn't answer your question. I think that both parties should be taking care of each other all the time. Period.
How would you cater to a man on Valentine's Day? Besides, like, how would you do that?
Well, honestly, when I'm in a relationship, I cater to my man 24/7. That's just a requirement, and it's just part of me, honestly. Valentine's Day, normally when I'm in a relationship, it's not even really a big deal. Like, honestly, I think I hate cliches. Like, I hate when you walking in and you got the same outfit on your cup. I feel weird. So I want to just walk next to my man and it's like, my man, like, he took care of these bills. He did whatever he did for our household, whatever. I'm proud of that. I wear that, right? So when we get home, whatever his needs are, whether that's food being made, whether that's being massaged on, because I love to rub somebody down, you know what I mean? But whatever, those things are a little intimate, but I take care of my men in a lot of ways if I was to be taking care of someone. I'm not with anybody right now, but
No, I understand. I got you. Does Toya have any setbacks? Like, I remember you said on social media that you had some setbacks with your heat going out in your shop or something.
Well, I'm going to say setbacks is my middle name because I'm telling you, I'm always having to come through from setbacks, and that's okay. That's what makes me who I am. It makes character, you know what I'm saying? Like, it builds your character. It progresses you as a human being. So, I mean, I'm not afraid of setbacks, and yes, I have setbacks. And yes, something was going on with the heat. I don't know if it had went out or what, but all I know is I came to work, and it was I was already rushing because my sister just got into SCAD, so she started SCAD this semester, and so I'm rushing to drop her off and rushing to get to work because my heat had went out in my house, my thermostat, so I had to have someone come fix that. So we were going back and forth trying to figure out what was going on with the thermostat, and so I was rushing from that, dropping her off on my way to work. So I'm a little behind because I'm trying to put out one fire already. So I get there and I just have a little small space to work, and it's a hole in the ceiling and a ladder. And I'm like, Jesus, is that you? Like, what is going on? Like,
Right.
and I'm looking at my client like, I am so sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what is happening. The thoroughbred that I am, I just told him, I said, hey, because you came here, it looks like I'm going to have to reschedule you. I see wire everywhere, and I don't know what this means. So I'm not going to charge you for your second half of your, because they have to pay me a deposit, which I lost a coin, but it's okay. I was like, I'm not going to charge you for your second part. Just, can you come back tomorrow? So I had to reschedule everybody, and people had stuff to do. So like I had to wake up early this morning.
You was in there early this morning too.
Yes, because my client was on his way. You know, Carnival's going on. So two of the clients, they're both going to Carnival. They didn't even know each other. But both of the people that was supposed to be coming yesterday, they had to come this morning. And I was just like, Jesus. So last night, you know, I was feeling like, you know, being in the company of a male, and you know, I was up late. So
yeah.
I was tired.
I know. I can only imagine.
I was tired at 7 in the morning cutting hair.
But guess what you did though?
I did it. What? You know I was gonna do it. You know I was gonna do it.
Toya
If I say I'm
Cuts.
gonna be there, I'm gonna be there.
It's Toya Cuts. It's Toya Cuts. She's here. She's on Black Barber Stock Podcast. She's here. There's one moment on social media that we talked about before. I see you about to smile. It's your beautiful son that you had. I saw another side of Toya Cuts. You were lighting into your son.
Oh.
That moment.
That video.
What was that about? Because Toya was toying.
Okay, so which one? So me and Janole are Toya and Janole. We are characters, right? But are you talking about the one where I had him cut his hair? Okay, so I figured you were talking about that one. So he came home, right?
Okay.
I don't know why y'all be playing with us as women. Like, he comes home and like this piece in the front is like looking weird. I'm like, I'm just looking at it. I'm like, what is, And I said, what's going on with your hair? Nothing. No, everything fine, Mom. I said, something is weird. Like, and I'm looking, I'm like, what did you do with your hairline? He had took a razor and was trying to like line himself up, I guess, with the like, you know, and then cut it down right here. So I said, we cutting your hair. So my son keeps trying to grow his hair out, but you know, we went viral because he was having stress and he was picking his hair, trichotillomania.
Yeah.
So apparently, like, people when they're stressed, like, they'll pull out their hair in different areas. When I tell you, we went viral about this because I talked about it. It was really hard for me, right? And that's what I thought you were talking about at first, but I realized what you were talking about.
Now we're talking about both, so let's go.
So people were like emailing, DMing me and my son, and they're like, they pull their eyelashes out or their eyebrow. Like, and my son was like, ow, that hurt. I'm like, boy, shut your mouth. You pulling your hair too. So be quiet.
Right.
But, you know, mama and son, mama. That's just how we talk.
Yeah,
but
that's cool.
So when he came home, he had this little piece. I'm like, boy. He's like, Mama, I ain't pulled. I was like, what is going on? So he told me. So I was like, you know, we cutting it. Mom, please don't make. I'm like, you gotta take care of your hair, bro. Like, I'm not about to keep going through this with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we like the same size, and he in 5th grade, so he be thinking like, you know, I don't know, he the man or something. But I'm like, sometimes I have to pull out that, you know, mama card on him, like,
yank him up.
Ace of spades, or I don't know, whatever the highest.
Yank him up.
Trouble, but
yank him up.
So I had him going to the shop, and I was like, we're gonna make content over this. And I just came from the gym, hair was toe up, but I was like, we're gonna make this content, and I showed him I was like, you gonna cut your hair? And he like, what? So I showed me helping him cut his hair, and then I also was talking to him in the video. I was like, yo, do you know people are talking down to me about your hair not being cut, saying that I'm not a good mom, that I'm out here cutting everybody else's hair, but my son's hair ain't cut, and I'm trying to grow your hair, and I'm trying to let you be free in that expression, because I know that's what you need, but you got me out here looking bad, bro. Like, help me out. That's how I talk about that.
No, I saw.
So I was like, you're not about to do me like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so he understands. And so what we did was, because I do know that hair is very touchy for me. So I said, okay, son. So he was really mad after that video. He really was. He smiles. He's very great for camera, but he was not happy. So when we got home, I was like, look, I was watching the Issa Rae rap shit. I was watching that show. So I was watching, I was like, dang, that's how they came up. So I was like, Janole, ain't nobody fresher than me. My name Nolly and I always stay clean. Riding smooth with my mama downtown. And the Jeep, can we put the top down? So I made this song up for him.
Yeah. So you're a rapper too?
No.
Okay.
But I've been around rappers and been in the studio. Sorry, my hair is in my face. But
it's
been around rappers and been in the studio with them, so I know how stuff is made. So I'm just like, come on. And so he was like, ain't nobody. And I was like, come on, Janole, put it into it. Because he likes music. He's really into music. He plays the piano.
Of course.
He likes to sing different things. So I was like, come on, let's make up this song.
Yeah.
We're going to go to the studio. And we did, but we didn't record it, but whatever.
Yeah.
So I helped him because I'm like, you got to know that it's okay to be different. Everybody is wearing their hair this lock. We in Atlanta, everybody want locks. I'm like, it's cool to be cool, like, you know, in your way. Yeah. You don't gotta look like everybody else. Just because you got a haircut don't make you less than. And if you think that, you're crazy. And I get that, you know, this is just one of those phases that you're going through, but you have to realize that you're that guy. And he's like, I'm him. So I'm like helping him build his confidence. Yeah. So I made that song. So we in the store. He's like, Mama, ain't nobody fresher than me. My name Nolly and I always stay clean. Ride smooth with my mama downtown. And the Jeep, can we put the top down? So that's my baby. Yeah.
That's dope. That's cool. That's a beautiful thing. I like the fact that you're able to find that balance. Is it hard for you to find that work-life balance?
Yes. I pray a lot. I've been really having to pray a lot. Like I'm ready to find my person. I really am.
Get him this cologne.
Ready.
Get him this Savage cologne.
Some Savage.
I'm gonna give you that Savage. And just hand it to him.
Okay.
Just hand it to him.
Well, I'm ready to find my person. My favorite thing on men is Time For It. So I don't know. And Creed. I got my couples that I like. But yeah, I'm ready. I'm tired of doing this alone. I don't want to do it alone no more.
I feel you. So let me ask you this before we roll out with the top down. It's Valentine's Day. Build your Valentine's Day man from head to toe. What are you wearing?
Ooh.
Yeah, you can think about it. We got time.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know, I like a swaggy guy.
Oh, you threw the hair back. I know you about to.
I like a swaggy man.
Look at the camera and tell him. Look at the. He's right there. Yeah.
So, guys, for Valentine's Day, if you were to go and take me out, and just in case you're on your way on a date somewhere and you're trying to think, what can I do? I'm about to help you out right now, right? So if you were my guy and you came to pick me up, I will mainly want to see that you took time. Like, first off, your style is your style. So it's very important that you stick with your style. Don't try to be switching stuff up and looking like somebody else if you know you ain't used to that, and then be looking crazy on Valentine's Day. So make sure that you do what you do best, right? Because that's why whoever you with chose you. So I would say first things first is make sure you're fresh, right? Because more than anything, no matter what you got on, if you ain't fresh and you ain't clean, she probably ain't trying to give you nothing afterwards. That's all I'm gonna say. Secondly, I want to make sure that you got a good haircut. Haircuts are very important to me. Very important to me.
Are you gonna cut his hair? You gonna clean him up?
Honestly, I'm gonna be real.
You ain't gonna cut his hair.
I don't like cutting my guy's hair. I will, and I do, but it just kind of like it becomes so tedious. It's not fun. I do this for a living. Okay. So to do it, like I will, believe me, I have gotten my men fresh, but I just be like, I wish you would go to another barber. Like,
I understand. Okay, let's get back to building your man.
I don't know. This is really hard.
Take your time. You just say you want your person. He might be on that camera. Watch it.
My person know that he gotta just be himself. Like, I don't need to tell him how to do it. He know. I don't know what that means. Like, but I just know that that's how it works. Like,
what kind of cologne is he gonna wear?
Like I said, I love Tom Ford. Tom Ford, can't go wrong.
That's a cheat code.
It is kinda. I like and then I like Creed. Like I said, that is the panty dropper, guys. If you were trying to figure it out, walk in with that Creed and watch how many people gonna give you problems. Don't wear that nowhere when you know you just trying to be low key, because you gonna be high key. Like, so that's the cologne.
Gotcha.
That's the one.
Is there anything else that you want to say anything else you want to say that we haven't covered that you want to talk about?
Oh, you know what I want to talk about?
Let's go.
This word, female barber. I wanted to stop a little bit, right? Because we don't say male barber.
Okay.
So I kind of wanted to stop. And the reason why I wanted to stop, it's just weird. Like, it's weird because I'm a barber, whether I was a man or a woman. And I think that it subjects women and men to that inferior bull crap. Like, I don't like that. And a lot of women don't, you know, because at the end of the day, we work just as hard as anyone else to make sure that there's clients in our chair. Like, for me, people just think, oh, you're cute, you're this, whatever they tell me, and I see why people come to you. I'm like, do you know how hard it was? I was first told that they did not want to come to me because I was a woman. This is men telling me, like, girl, you ain't got no hair, you ain't got my hair. Right. You a girl, nah. Right. And then now it's, oh, they only want to come to you because you a female. I'm like, no, how about it's the work, it's the ethic, it's what you're putting into it, right? And always trying to be better than your last haircut. Yeah. So that's one thing. And then I also want to give a shout out to Step, because let me tell you something.
Let it out.
Quick story. We're gonna end out on this because this is amazing.
We're not gonna end out on that. We're gonna end out on this.
I'm saying for me, I'm not gonna hold you up no more. But listen, one day it was New Year's Eve. I want to say it's like New Year's Eve-ish. It was like either the day before or the day of New Year's Eve. Steph was in his shop cutting hair, and I was going to meet up with some friends at Bar Taco around the corner. And so I was like, oh, I know this somebody that that has a shop right here. I'm gonna go say hi to them. So I went over there and said hi. At the time, I was very insecure with myself in this field. Oh wow! Because I just felt like everyone was better than me, and I just was scared. I was scared to death. Like, that kind of goes back into what I was just talking about, where people just think it was so easy. Yeah. And I remember going in there, and it was a lot of people trying to hold the gate, like be gatekeepers, and they didn't really want me to come into this barbering industry
space,
whatever. Now I'm like, who cares? I just focus on the clients. But anyway, he says to me, he say, Toya, what's up? Like, he always do, you know, his smile, you know how he do.
He's a charm.
And, yeah, it's charm. You know, and he like, what's up? And I'm like, hey, Steph, you know. And I'm still so, like, timid, you know, scared to be me. And he was just like, come on, man. The world needs you. The world needs to see you. Get out here. Do it. You got it. And I'm like, all right. And it was those words that encouraged me. I remember going home. I made my first YouTube video after that. And it was not the greatest, but it was me pushing out. And then that same year, things start happening. And it was though that one moment that, you know, someone doesn't know how much they mean to you. You know what I'm saying? And like, I hardly ever talk to Steph. But when I see him, it's so much love, like, because one, he's so busy. I don't even know how to get in touch with him at this point. But, you know, I will never forget that story, because he did not know how down I was. He had no clue how hard it had become for me to just be me in this industry. So I'm so thankful for him and what he do. And he was a big inspiration for me, a motivator, when I was seeing him move in his space as a male barber, because we're talking about male barber with female clients. And so it allowed me to say, well, I can do the same thing. And just watching him grow, I still watch him now. We were just talking about watching his content, you know, earlier before we started the podcast. And it's just always so motivating.
That's amazing. I'm so grateful that you are able to just be here in this space and be able to thank Step for helping pave the way and give you the motivation and confidence that you need and all this great stuff. So, Toya Cuts.
Thanks for having me.
Super dope.